everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking all about the Sephora savings event that's currently going on right now. Sorry that it's taken me a minute to put up my video. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to share some of the products that I personally love and also a few products that I don't really recommend. They're really hyped up and I just don't really recommend it. We're going to talk about all of that in today's video. I do apologize. My life has been absolute chaos, you guys. My husband and I made a huge decision, and yeah, it's a great decision for both of us. Like, we're both so excited for the future. We got to get some things lined up before I publicly share the news. That will be coming soon, which will explain my crazy absence because, oh my gosh, my life has been chaos. Plus, we're getting ready to go on vacation. We're leaving for Florida the end of April. So it's crazy around these parts, which I'm not complaining. It's just sitting down to try to film. I miss it. I want it. It's like every time I go to sit down or I decide, okay, today is the day I'm going to film, something comes up and I can't do it. And it's just, yeah. But I did not want to miss the Sephora savings event. And I wanted to share with you guys the products that I personally recommend and also a few products that I totally think you guys could pass on. And that's just my opinion. You guys know I like to keep it real, but there's a few products out there that are really, really hyped up that I've tried recently and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what is everybody loving about this product? So I'm going to share a few of those products later on in the video. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jump into the products that I personally love and personally recommend. So first things first, I always have to recommend these because I am obsessed with it, but the Oribe Gold Lust shampoo and conditioner is my absolute ride or die favorite shampoo and conditioner, and I always buy it in the liter, and typically I always wait for a sale because they are pricey. So I always wait for a sale to pick them up, and I cannot recommend it enough. I've mentioned it a few times in the past, but that shampoo and conditioner is so good for my hair. It's incredible. In fact, I spend so much money on extensions, and typically my extensions are only supposed to last like 6, 9, pushing it to a year before you have to buy new hair. I have new hair now, but the hair that I had prior to that lasted me for 17 months because I used really good shampoo and conditioner. And most of my hairstylist is always like, how do you make your extensions look so good? They're so healthy. And I know it's because of the Gold Lust from Oribe. It just is. It's a great product. It's pricey, but so good and so worth the money, especially if you have extensions and you spend a lot of money on those extensions and you don't really want to buy a hair a lot, then that's what I recommend. Also, always, I don't have any dry shampoo. I had to order some. I am out. I'm fresh out of the dry shampoo, but the dry shampoo and the texturizing spray is just so good. This is the texturizing spray I like to kind of put in my hair to kind of make it a little dirty, if you will. It kind of gives the hair a little bit of texture, holds the curl so much better. This is curl that I created from my Dyson, so I didn't even curl my hair. This is just the Dyson curl. But the dry texturizing spray, especially after you wash it, you get that fresh, clean hair that's like so silky and almost like you can't do anything with it. Putting a little bit of texturizing spray in there will kind of give the hair some grip, and it's fabulous. The dry shampoo is also really good, especially if you have dark hair like mine. I am so picky with dry shampoo. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, oh, so-and-so loves this dry shampoo, and I buy it and absolutely despise it because it makes my hair look dirty and gray looking. And it just looks terrible on dark hair. But the Oribe dry shampoo, never. It absorbs those oils, but it does not leave any kind of cast into the hair. So highly recommend it, especially if you have dark hair. Next up, let's talk about a few perfume items because, that's always a good time to pick up any perfume when it comes to the savings events at Sephora. This one I am absolutely in love with. Oh, I just love this one. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush 68. Gosh, it smells so good. It's so fresh and yummy. I love to put this in my hair. I like to pair it with perfumes, especially this one from Prada, the Paradoxe. Oh, this is one of my ride or dies. I bought this one last holiday event. So might have been whenever the Prada perfume came out. Has it been out for a year now? I don't know, but I picked it up during the Sephora savings event, and oh, it's so good. Just a fabulous perfume, long lasting, and everywhere I go, everyone always asks, what are you wearing? This is my second bottle, and it's just to die for. The other one I wanted to talk about is the one I'm almost out of, which I am reordering, especially right before I go to Florida. This is from Replica. This is the Beach Walk. If it had gardenia in it, it would be everything I needed and love in a perfume, but it doesn't. But it smells so good, and it does kind of give you that beachy vibe. This fragrance description is a sun-kissed salty skin. It's just yummy. It's really, really good. So I wanted to mention that one. And then this is from the 7 Virtues. This one is Lotus Pear. This one does have gardenia in it. It has the perfect combination between the pear and the gardenia. So it's like when you smell it, you can smell both, but in the best way possible. So if you're like me and you love gardenia, you might really like this one. It smells so good. I'm obsessed with gardenia. I love anything with gardenia in it, and that just really pulled me in, and it's really good. Okay, let's quickly talk about this. This is, my bottle's been ruined because of traveling, but this is the Tatcha cleanser, the Camellia cleansing oil. I've been using this in the morning to kind of, you know, clean and refresh my skin. I like to use a cleansing oil in the morning and then like a deeper cleanser at night, because if I use a regular deep cleanser both times, it strips my skin. So I love using the Tatcha cleansing oil for that morning refresh, just to kind of get the skin clean, get the oils and stuff removed throughout the night, but I'm not stripping my skin. So that's what I like using this for. I think it's far too expensive to use to like remove makeup, but I have heard people really like to use it to massage into the skin and remove makeup, but I don't use it for that. I just use it in the morning and it works great. But the cleansing balm I do love to use to take off my makeup is the one from Elemis. I was so happy to hear that Sephora now carries Elemis, because it is one of my favorite skincare brands. They sent me PR for a really long time. I haven't received a package from them in a while, but I love their stuff. But they sent this a while back. So I've been out of the original cleansing balm. I'll put a picture right up here on the screen. Oh, it smells like a spa and it smells so good. I've actually put an order in for it, but I did pull this out that they sent me last year, so I've been using this up. This one is an AHA Glow Cleansing Butter. I think it's okay, but I love the original so much better. Like, it's just, there's nothing that even comes close to the original cleansing balm from Elemis. So that's what I recommend. So I have recommended in the past, which I didn't bring it down with me, but I've been absolutely obsessed with the Hourglass Eye Balm. Love that stuff. And it lasts forever. It comes in a decent size and you only use a little tiny bit to kind of put underneath the eyes. It gives the under eyes such a good hydration, and I've been absolutely loving it. Recently, Murad sent this to me in PR. This is the Retinal Resculpt Eye Treatment. And oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. I like how it melts into the under eye. My under eyes can get a little sensitive to retinol, so I was a little hesitant to use this, but I'm really impressed with how well it works. So if you're looking for a good retinol eye cream, this one from Murad is amazing. I have to recommend this Makeup by Maro palette. If you guys haven't picked this up yet, this is so good. I have been using this non-stop since I got it. It's the perfect colors. It's great to pair with other things, or if you need that quick and easy color to maybe carve out the crease. It's just such a good palette, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And Yeah, it's so good. I'm taking this on vacation with me. And of course, I have to talk about these. These are my newest like go-to obsession. Like when I need to put makeup on quick and be out the door, but still want to have makeup on, where it's not like a no makeup look, right? This is what I grab and I love them. This is such a good cream eyeshadow formula, one of my new favorites. These are called Solo Shadows, and I have it in the shades Studio and Mid-Century, and I'm wearing Studio right now, and it's a gorgeous mauve color. It's so perfect, and I love both of them. Just cannot say enough good things about them. So easy to blend out, easy to apply. They don't crease and lift and go weird throughout the day. And in my last video, I was using these, and I mentioned in that video that I felt like these are a dupe for the Tom Ford cream eyeshadows, and I still stand by that. This is fabulous. In fact, because of that video, I started pulling out my Tom Ford single eyeshadows, the cream, and I was like, yeah, it's a really good formula, but my gosh, like for the price, these are amazing and just as good of a formula as the Tom Ford. So these are great. Love them. So next up, this is the SoftSculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer from Makeup by Mario. When I first used this, I didn't really get the hype. Like I was like, what is the deal with this? But as I've continued to use this is a great product. It's one of those that's really natural. So it's not gonna give you like a really strong bronzy moment, but it gives you that natural kind of bronze where the sun kind of hit your face and you can see that the sun hit your face, but then you're like, no, did it? It's so natural. And I've just been loving it, especially for those on-the-go days. I do recommend setting it with powder though. I've had the experience where I've just put this straight over foundation and, you know, just powdered the center and went about my day. And because I am someone that's constantly messing with my hair, if you're like me, I have a bad habit of it. I'm always messing with my scalp and always moving my hair out of my face and all that junk. But so if you're like me and you do that, this will wear off. It doesn't last. If I set it with like some translucent setting powder or even my Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder, it stays put. So I just recommend doing that. But it is such a beautiful, like natural kind of glowy bronze. So pretty. Same goes for these blushes. Now, I know I've mentioned these before, but oh my gosh, the more I use them, the more I'm just obsessed with these blushes. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. These are the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Bells. I have them in Pinch Me Pink and Just Peachy, and they're so beautiful, so natural. It's the same type of texture as the Skin Enhancer, really natural. It doesn't leave like splotchiness or anything. It just such a beautiful, beautiful blush. Now, of course, speaking of blushes, I had to mention this. This is the new shade from Patrick Ta Beauty. This is She's the Moment. Oh gosh, it's pretty. If you like, because this one is not super peachy. It is, but it's got that tangerine-y peachy look. So it's not orange and it's not fully peach. It's kind of the in-between. It is gorgeous. Just perfection. If you like a peachy undertone or a peachy based blush, oh, this is so good. This is also from Patrick Ta Beauty. This is the Major Brow Defining Pencil. I've been absolutely loving this pencil. What I love about it is how thin the blade is. Like, it is so tiny and you can just create tiny little hair strokes with this brow pencil. And it lasts all day. It's a great color. It doesn't have like a weird funky undertone where it's too warm or too cool. And don't get me wrong, I still love the one from Charlotte Tilbury. The Legendary Brows, I think is what it's called. No, the Brow Cheat. I still love the Brow Cheat, but the Patrick Ta blade is even smaller than the Brow Cheat, which I was really surprised because typically the smaller they get, you have to worry about them breaking off. And I had that issue with the one from Huda Beauty. I could not keep that sucker. Every time I'd put pressure, even if I'd only put out just a tiny bit to the tip, it would break off on me. It drove me nuts because it was so small, but the formula was also kind of dry. And so that's just like a recipe for disaster for it to break. So I started using the Charlotte Tilbury and I really like this one. I do. but this one from Patrick Ta is even smaller and works just as good, and it really gives you that control and it never breaks. But I really, really love this brow pencil from Patrick Ta, and I've been using it nonstop pretty much all year now, and I love it. It's so good. Let's talk about mascara that kind of surprised me. So in my last video where I was actually using the Merit Beauty Solo Shadows, I started using this. And this is the Merit Beauty mascara. Now, I do not like this mascara on my natural lashes. I mean, right now I'm wearing Lashify, but I love this mascara on my lower lashes. If you're like me and you wear false lashes, but you want a really good mascara that's budge proof and does not, when I tell you this does not bleed or leak down onto your under eye, this stuff is budge proof. That's why I don't recommend it on the upper lashes, because it's kind of hard to manipulate. The bottom lashes, it kind of fans them out, and then I'll just take like a spoolie and kind of go over them and make sure that they're not like all clumped together. But it dries kind of quickly, and it will kind of give you that spider leg crispy eyelash look, if you know what I mean. But for the lower lashes, it works like a charm. Even if I don't set my under eye at all and I don't put any powder, this stuff doesn't budge. Like, it literally coats those lashes, and I never have mascara underneath my eyes anymore, ever. And I have way too many mascaras under here. All the brands I have in that drawer, this is the one that I grabbed for. It's fabulous. So I wanted to mention it. If you're looking for a budge proof, amazing lower lash mascara, this is it. Don't recommend it for the upper, but amazing for the lower. Next up, let's talk about this. So recently, Milk Makeup sent me a PR box, and they sent over this with like a mascara, I think a blush, and they also sent the Hydro Grip Primer. Really love this setting spray, and I can see why everybody likes it. I can see why it is hyped up. It does give longevity to my makeup. And it sets it in a really pretty way. I still like my Charlotte Tilbury. So if you have the Charlotte Tilbury and it works for you and you like it, then I would go keep with that. But if you're looking for something a little different to kind of really lock the makeup in, this does a great job. On the flip side of that, which brings me to the products that I don't recommend. And I do not like this Hydro Grip, you guys. I have tried it so many times, and it tears my makeup up. So even like the other day, I wore it with my Holy Grail Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, which this stuff has never done me dirty. When I got home from running errands and I looked at the mirror, my makeup was so patchy and so gross. Like my makeup on my chin had like collected in these like weird splotchy places. I've never had that happen with the Le Beige. And I have tried this with multiple foundations. And those foundations are like my ride or die, like tried and true. This stuff is garbage. I'm not trying to be mean. And if you have the Hydro Grip and you love it, that is fabulous. It is garbage for me. Like, I do not like this at all. I can't get it to work. I've used the tiniest amount. I've used a full pump all over the face. Like, I can't get it to work. And it just is not worth all that hype behind that product. I'm just saying. The other product is this. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing this all over TikTok, and this is garbage, you guys. Absolute, unequivocal garbage. This is the Kosas BB Burst, and it's the tinted gel cream. Okay, here's the problem with this product. When you put it on, you're like, okay. When I first played with it, it reminded me of the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation, the one that comes in the little tub, and I love that foundation. So I was like, ooh, because the one from Chantecaille does have that like gel type finish, or it has that gel type filling. So I was excited to try this, but trying to get it on and actually blend out and actually look decent, it's a full-blown act of God to make it happen. I'm telling you, it is garbage. And okay, so you can see as I have rubbed it out on my hand, you see how it's having a hard time kind of sticking to my hand? It just, oh man, it does not rub in. I've tried a brush, I've tried a sponge. The only method that has even remotely worked with this is rubbing it in with my hands, and it looks terrible when I'm done. So it finally gets like rubbed into the skin, but it looks bad and it sits weird. And it like, I don't know what is wrong with this foundation, but it is so bad. I mean, I don't know. I think you would just have to keep rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it and just really work that in. I mean, you have got to work it in. If you don't, it will look really splotchy in places and it won't stick and like adhere to the skin in certain areas. It's weird. And I've tried it so many different ways. It doesn't work. I don't know why it's all hyped up on TikTok and stuff. I don't get it, but I do not recommend this BB cream. It is not my favorite. Now, if you have it and you love it, let us know in the comments like how it's worked for you, like how you've applied it and what you like about it, because I'm really curious because my gosh, I can't get this to work to save my life. It is terrible. Next up is this from Givenchy. This is a weird product. It's a lip product and it's one of those that is black, but it's supposed to be like a mood color. To me, it's glorified chapstick, and I'm just gonna say it. This is way too expensive for what this offers. It kind of just turns out to be just a berry color at the end of the day. It's just a light berry color. It doesn't have any longevity. I put it on and it's gone in like 5 minutes. I don't get it. And I see so many people recommending this on TikTok and I'm like, girl, I got it and it's garbage. It's total waste of money. Do not recommend this. I mean, I just don't get it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, the next product is the concealer from Makeup by Mario. As much as I love the foundation, the concealer is so bad. I don't like the way this concealer looks. I don't like the way it wears. I recently pulled it back out to give it another shot because I didn't like it in the beginning. And yeah, this is just not for me. It has like a decent medium coverage, but it's one of those concealers that sets on the skin. And I like a concealer to kind of push down into the skin and kind of lay pretty over wrinkles. This one I feel like emphasizes my wrinkles and it's not my favorite. So it's really hyped up. I get it. But for me personally, I just don't like this. It's not my favorite. So that's the list. Those are the products that I absolutely love and a few products that I'm just not super excited about. Those are the products that I would avoid during this Sephora savings event. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will be sharing our exciting news very, very soon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I will definitely be sharing our exciting news very soon. And thank you guys so much for all your love and support. And I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.